Hello everybody and welcome back to the Nintendo 3DS Countdown. To start you off, we have a picture here of a Nintendo 3DS cartridge. You can tell it's a 3DS cartridge, not a regular one, because of the color. And you see on the right side there, I don't know if the quality is good enough, but you can see there's a little bit of plastic there, so you can put it in an older DS. And now I'm going to cut, and we're going to show you a game case. Alright guys, I'm going to film the rest of the video down here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any good pictures or anything on the game cases. I will describe to you what they do look like though, and obviously when I get it, you will see what they look like, because I'm planning on getting a few games with it, depending on what games are out. I'll be spinning around. Anyway, enough of that. Basically, they're pretty much the same thing as the regular DS games, except they moved where it says DS, it'll say 3DS. They moved it to the right side of the case instead of the left side of the case. But generally, it's the same thing. Now let me talk to you guys about how the games are going to look and feel. Now this right here is your average Nintendo DS game. I'll hold it to the camera. I don't know how much you're going to see. You're kind of far away from the camera right now, farther than usual, if you couldn't tell. So this is a regular Nintendo DS game. It's black. It's got little connectors down here. And that's all going to be the same, besides of the color, of course, which is going to be gray, like the NES cartridges, or Famicom cartridges. And what they did was on the left side here, if you can see, they put a little tab of plastic, and the cartridge slot on the 3DS is going to be a little wider on that side. So you can put those games in, and these, but you can't put those games in an older DS, like a DSi, or Lite, or regular DS. Which is to understand, because what do you expect? Now this right here is the equivalent to about a Nintendo 64 game, because you know they can port those games over and they look decent. They can add some stuff to them, but the newer games are going to hold like 4-6 gigabytes. Regular DS games don't even get 1 gigabyte of memory and of power, which is very incredible. And they're going to be more equivalent to PS2 games or GameCube discs, which is really nice. And I think it's their first actual upgrade of the games, and obviously they're going to be running in 3D, which is very nice. The next thing I want to talk about is, sorry, I keep pausing, I think I hear someone. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is deciding who will be with me on the launch day of the 3DS. Now, I have 2 friends with YouTube accounts who live in my neighborhood. Generally, where I live can come over, no problem. And I'm trying to decide who's going to be coming over. Now, I have a bit of a favor, and I would love to ask if both of them could come, because that would really make this birthday special. I just had my birthday, not this Friday, but the Friday before last Friday. And this is basically my big birthday present, is the 3DS and that whole deal. So I'm asking you guys, please come. I'm not going to be able to decide who's going to come. So we could have Sluggerman64 holding the camera, because I really don't trust S-Stormzape with the camera. And I could have S-Stormzape helping me unboxing. We could have a really good time. I know you guys can do it. So I know all my other viewers have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, that's my whole thing. Now, I'm not really sure yet. It might be one, it might be the other. It depends how things turn out. But that's how that's going to work. More news today. I guess I could talk a little bit about the AR games today. I was planning on doing that tomorrow, but I'll talk about it briefly today. So basically, the system comes with 6 little cards. They're like a little smaller than a playing card. And on one side will be like a picture of something, and on the back will be blank. Hold on. Sorry. And there are 6 cards. One of them is used with little mini games. It has a picture of a question mark block on it. And basically, it's used with the augmented reality application, which you have different games you could play, such as target shooting, fishing, mini golf, and you can also unlock more games by walking, but I'll get into that function a little later in another day this week because I want to spread out my info a little. And basically what you do is you take one of those cards, say the question mark block, you put it on the floor, you put it on a table or a chair, you can even put it on the wall if you like. I've seen that before, I've seen people do that. Basically what you do is you load up the thing, and what it is you'll be looking like at the floor, and then games will pop out of the card. So basically what the card is there for is a reference point for the DS to calculate how far away from the surface you are, what kind of lighting is in the room, because if you don't have a reference point, then you really can't do the augmented reality. It's not reliable enough. So then you play your games, and it uses motion control. You can move all around the room. It's a very interactive experience. And then with the characters, I believe it comes with Mario, Link, Kirby, Samus, and Pikmin. And you take one of those, or more than one of those, put it on the Surface, load up the app that's called Star Viewer, and basically they will pop out of the card and it'll look like they're merged with the real world standing on that surface. And you can move them with the circle pad and change their poses and take 3D photos of them and save that wherever you like. So that's a really nice app. There's also another app called Graffiti, which is basically a 3D painting app which you can merge with the real world too and take pictures of that, which is really cool. I can't wait to play around with that. That's going to be fun. Very, very fun. So that's pretty much all I got to talk about. I know a lot of people are concerned about eye strain with the 3D. Now I'm going to explain that a little bit right now. If you have the 3D all the way up to the tippy top, you want to be like right here, like where I am in this chair, sitting very still with the 3DS, like 10 to 14 inches I think it is away from your face. And you want to keep it very still to get that full effect in the most intense image. That is the most eye strain you'll get, because your eye muscles are trying to work together the two images into a 3D photo or picture or game. And when you start to turn it down, you'll be able to move your head around a little more and still keep the 3D image. It's just not going to be as intense. So say you're in the car or on a bus or on a train or in a busy area, you might want to keep it a little bit turned down so you can keep that sweet spot. Especially if you're in a car, the road turns and stuff. You want to keep that sweet spot. Or you could just, play it with the 3D turned off, which saves battery life. Whatever you want. Hopefully Nintendo will release a car charger with the system sometime soon. Or some kind of, I don't know. But I think that's all we're going to talk about for today. This is day 5 of the Nintendo 3DS. There's something else I was going to say. Can I remember it? Of course not. I cannot remember. So yeah, that's basically how the 3D is going to work. That's some of the apps. I'm going to talk more about the home menu and the apps tomorrow, Tuesday, March 22nd, 2011. We're getting there, folks. Just got this week to go through. 5 days to go. And I'll talk to you guys later. So, if you want to get your word in about the Nintendo 3DS, leave your comments below. If you like Nintendo or Nintendo 3DS, click the like button. And if you want to stay updated on my videos, click the subscribe button. Also helps to support the channel. And I'll talk to you guys later. 5 days to go.